Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're ready. It's like the fastest stream setup I did ever. um, Cześć, siema, jak leci? Good morning to you all. And here for another. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of wobble here. For another Sunday military Russian stream brunch thing. Just let you know, I had a vote. I had a vote in the Google poll thingy, and I get so happy since I'm there. It was a vote for Estonia. So if that was your vote, if you want to see Estonian Russian, come here in 2 weeks, because today you may hear a bit low energy, so I decided to go somewhere closer to home, which is why we got Polish Russian today. Next week is a bit of a special date for me, so we're going to go UK, because that special date connects to UK. We'll do a little side-by-side comparison of 2018 and 2019 rations, I believe, because that's about when they changed from boxes to bags. So we'll see if that change affected the general composition of ration, and we'll try one of them. And in 2 weeks we go to Estonia. I believe the Russian gets some kind of shepherd's hot pot and honey and cream sauce, so all the yummy stuff. Today though, Polish military ration, or indywidualna racja żywnościowa, with the main being makaron po bolońsku, or makaron or pasta bolognese. It's been packed in 2019, November 6th of 2019. It was good till November last year, so 2 years minimal expiration date. There's the contents listed out in Polish, English and French. The production company logo, there's the flammable logo on it, barcode for trackability. It gives you the necessary amount of water up front so you can be prepared, and the idea being that 3 of these are issued to fill the soldier for a day. That's about that. For the outside, it even tells you it's 1/3 of DOS, or daily. Actually, I don't know what the O is for, because D would be dawka and S spożywcza, or osobista, maybe. That's what it is. I never had pasta in Polish Russian before, and as you can imagine, pasta in a Russian is always a bit touch and go. It can quite often is just overcooked and basically a mush. Very few countries can make it not so. So let's see how my home country does with the pasta. So contents. Up front we get koncentrat napoju herbacianego o smaku owoców leśnych, so instant tea concentrate, kind of berry flavored. It's first fruit called, but it's basically blueberry, a raspberry and wild strawberries, so berry flavored tea. We got a good speedy hot single flameless Russian heater, FRH, or bezpłomieniowy podgrzewacz chemiczny. That's what they call it in Polish. This company used to produce doubles as well, where you had 2 heating pads, and they were beasts. Even in single is much stronger than the American FRHs, so this will be good. We got a small baggie with extras. Open that in a minute. It's a small baggie with raspberry jam. It's a small container and bag just because in case this might break. There's a canned meat, konserwa tyrolska. In English they call it Tyrol canned meat. So it's basically mix of beef and pork, mostly pork, ground meat with some salt, garlic and other spices, unnamed spices. There's a pack of everlasting suchary specjalne, or hard bread, or hot tag, or panzer crackers. If you can't eat them, you can use them to, reinforce your bunker or fix your tank. There's a straw, single straw, not the smartest choice, but whatever. A spoon and a napkin, which I won't use today because, I got my own reusable ones. There's one more pack of suchary. You must recognize this one by now. Baton zbożowo-owocowy or fruit and syrup bar, and it's fig flavor. I never had fig before, I think. Like from these, I had lime, I had cranberry, I had apple. Fig is a new one. And then there's the main. That's all that is in the bag. Makaron po bolońsku or pasta bolognese. They got the long descriptive name being like it's ready-made or preserved meat and vegetable dish ready to eat after warming up. Technically you could eat it cold as well, because it's already cooked and sterilized. Warming it up is just for better edibility. Okay, so pasta is świderki, like the little screws kind, like, I don't know the English name for that. Basically looking like a screwed bottom, like twirly thing. And of course it's mostly pork shoulder, and a lot of weird ingredients for the bolognese sauce, so we'll see about that. Single portion, 300 grams, and that will give you about 360 calories. Yeah, so a solid portion combined with all else will definitely feed you. Okay, so let's see what's in the extras or accessory pack. Then we put the main in the podgrzewacz, in the heater, because it needs about 15 minutes to cook through. And yeah, we'll have ourselves some pasta for breakfast, because why not? Pasta is always a good choice. As you can see, the only drink in this ration is the tea concentrate, so instead of getting coffee, we got coffee candy, coffee. It's got actual coffee concentrate and coffee extract in it. So you got your caffeine portion. There's a famous Dicky or vitamin C candy, cherry flavored, possibly my favorite. There's a little chewing gum, little packs of salt and pepper. They're usually not needed, but it's always a nice touch. There's the chusteczka odświeżająca, so wet wipe or moist towelette, lemon scented, possibly. And then you got baggies and baggies. You got 2 baggies with napkins, or possibly one with napkin and one with toilet paper. There's the bag tells about us. Yep. there's a napkin and there's toilet paper. I mean, you can obviously use both for whichever purpose, but technically this is napkin, this is toilet paper. And as you can see from the texture and stuff. And there's this extra Ziploc baggie for your trash or for your leftovers. They just add them. I mean, nice Ziploc baggie is always welcome. So, okay, let's fold it. Let's put aside the stuff we won't need today. Let's get stuff to the side for now. As you can see, there's the cardboard pouch. It's kind of for the same purpose as the sleeves in American rations, where you can put the meal in the heater inside and it'll keep it nice and contained. And yeah, also allows for better handling because it will keep some of the heat inside and won't burn your hand. The instructions, they're on pictures, also with Polish, English and French descriptions. So open plastic bag, it's super big, like American ones is like this, and we got big. Mostly because the stuff is packed differently in this tin, kind of like aluminum tin can. Yeah, I don't know why we still stick to these. 24-hour rations get actual cans, like proper metal cans. And for the mains, in single rations we still use this. Not moving to pouches, not moving to cans, just I know some countries moved away from this because depending on how the material is made, it can leach some stuff into food while heating up, but obviously there's some decisions made there. Okay, so tear it open as instructed. Not tear it completely, which I did. That'll do. Water. Okay, we put our meal in. This is our meal. On top of the heating pad. And let's make sure the pad is underneath the food. Add water. From what I remember, they used to come with small pouches with salted water, actually, I think, that would speed up the reaction. This one is just the heating pad itself, so you get to have your own water. It's about 65 mils. It says up to max 100 mils, so I get that much. Where's the line? There's the line. You can see it on the back. The line is down here, and you want to have your food in already because that would affect your water measurement. That's why the extra sachet with water was nice, because it was pre-measured. I think I can do about that much measuring. And as you can see, this is quite a bit more water than the American ration requires. Okay, let's not go higher. Fold this on top. Let the water hit the pad. Okay, it's starting to work up. only sizzling, not proper reaction yet. Okay, I put it in the sieve anyway, before it goes crazy. Can you hear the sizzle? I mean, you can definitely see it slowly rising, and there's cooking happening. Now you see it. Okay, so this will be boiling up and coming down and boiling up and coming down for 15 minutes. Let's put it a bit outside. We'll get back to that. It's going crazy. Just a little bit of water and a chemical reaction. Yeah, but I love how actually you can see them working, like how efficient they are. They boil the water and the heat from that produced in that bag stays in and warms up your meal. I think Korean rations and maybe Chinese, besides this reaction thing, come with a little fabric pouch, like a I don't know what kind of fabric it is, but it keeps the warmth even more inside, so it really gets really hot. So yeah, mad respect for this heater. Okay, so let's get to the drink for our instant berry flavored tea. It's got black tea concentrate in it. It can be mixed with hot or cold water. I've got some cold water today. And it's about for 250 ml. Got a lot of vitamin C in it actually. So yeah, fake black tea with some berry flavorings added. Also sugar and stuff. So it'd be closer to sweet tea than tea. Oh, yep, tiny little pellets or granules, and it should dissolve very nicely. And technically, this should be just about big enough to, put the water in, but then you don't have enough space to hold it in or mix in any way. So you would probably have your own canteen cup and mixing that. Yeah, that's mostly dissolved. We leave it aside for a minute or two and it will be perfect. Okay, let me get the tray out and hope it won't burn your eyes too much with the glare. New tray. This tray was out last week, dear my love, so that's only if you missed that. I'm just trying to center it while going backwards. Okay. As I said, I kind of wish we had some crisp bread because these don't go well with anything. I might just go skip and grab some crisp bread just in case. I mean, after the stream probably to finish. Although you don't really need a bread item for your pasta, do you? Oh, would like some for the okay, these are broken. That rarely ever happens. These are broken. So yeah, if you missed it before, how hard they are. And there's a little bit of cumin seeds, or I'm sorry, a little bit of caraway seeds. This is caraway, I guess, for digestion and stuff. And you get 2 packs of those. As I said, they're good for reinforcing your tank or bunker. They're not as terrible when they're fresh. Yeah, they take a bit of a mouthwork to get through them. But I guess that might be the point. You don't just swallow them, you actually have to work to eat them. And they're not bad in taste, they're lightly sweet. But yeah, they're just their own thing, okay? Okay, so jam. Raspberry jam, high sugar content. This is why I don't really understand why they do the suhare, the crackers, because it's not like you can put stuff on them and eat it together, because they just refuse to be eaten that way. They're like a side snack, almost. But they also keep better and last longer than the crisp bread. They're not crushable, so maybe that's the point in them, I don't know. So you get the jam. There's the konserwa tyrolska or Tyrol canned meat. Okay, let's take this is just plain can with the production date and expiration dates on the bottom. And all the information is on this little printed cardboard bit. Yeah, so you can, but it's a production, I guess, because it's easier to, just put that on top instead printing it out on the cans. And all those meats are kind of similar, but no, it's usually plain pork. This is pork and beef mix, so something different. Ooh, it smells nicely. It smells very meaty. There's definitely garlic in it. I had garlic in the konserwa lisiecka before, and that made it awesome. So, but konserwa lisiecka was chicken, I believe. So this is something else. And there's like a little bit of jelly, and there's fats from the meat. All natural preservatives. It smells really, really lovely, I could just keep sniffing it for forever. Okay, I can put my drink here, maybe. Yeah. So it's all on the tray and contained. And here's the fruit and syrup bar, fig flavored. So there's like, beside all the dried apples and raisins and oats and other stuff, there's figs in it. And the white layer is a little bit of wafer paper. So basically just I think rice flour or starch and water to prevent the fruit inside from sticking to the wrapper or to your fingers. And you don't need to peel it. For some time now, even the wrapper comes with the warning that the white wafer is edible, in fact. So it's curious. Breaks nicely. From what I know, it will provide a bit of a chew in it. Okay, I should swap it so you can. Let's put sweets in one tray, and then it's that, and I like my new tray. Okay, so we get chewing gum, little. We get candies. All the stuff that you can put in your pocket and have after meal is also a good idea, I think. So there's the salt and pepper, and I will use my own utensils because I got a single-use spoon. But I believe soldiers are also sometimes carrying their own canteen set, canteen cup, their own utensils. So yeah, this is what it's look like. It's been 10 minutes so far. On a cold day, very cold day, you might want to keep your FRH, your bezpołudniowy podgrzewacz chemiczny, going for longer, because, you know, given the outside temperature, on a very hot day, 10 minutes would be more than enough. I think I will give it another 5. We can try other stuff before that though. So, cheers. Let's start with tea. Not my favorite, no. Lightly sweet, lightly tart from the fruit. Very refreshing. I mean, from cold water, I guess. If I use hot water, it would definitely be more of a warming up, comforting kind of drink. Yeah, no. I think the lemon or lime are my favorite when it comes to these teas. Raspberry just doesn't do it for me, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's try for the umpteenth time. Let's say try the suchar. Okay. This actually might be the freshest I ever had. Because, like, yes, they're hard, but also very, very, very crumbly. They just bite through. Very dense. Kind of like a very dense and hard biscuit. It's like very, very gentle sweetness in it, like natural sweetness. Like you get to add some sugar for the whatever yeast-based thing you're doing, but that's about it. It's not super sweet. And yeah, the caraway is very, very gentle in the back. So let's try the meat. And yes, I'm going into it like a heathen, just with my fork. You could probably cut it up with your knife, but you don't need to do that. Fork is perfect enough. It's quite coarsely ground, actually. Trying to make up my mind on it. Let me see the inside of it. Will you have too much glare? Okay, so there's some focus. Very coarsely ground. Yeah, I'm going for another bite before I make up my mind, because it's just... It's not too strongly flavored. It's almost like not flavored almost at all. Yeah, you can't really make a sandwich with it, because it's two completely different textures. The meat is soft. This is very hard and chewy. It's like there is some flavor in it. But it's all kind of muted. I almost feel like you warm it up and get that jelly and that fat to dissolve, it would have more flavor, like it would release more flavor. Like it's a very gentle, unobnoxious, kind of yummy meat, but okay, one last forkful. Like when we had konserwa lisiecka, canned meat, that perfect mix of salt and garlic and the very gentle meat just makes you go back for more and more. And this is just, yeah, okay, I will eat it. I will happily eat it because it's a nice canned meat. But I soon forget I ate that. There's something special about the flavor. I mean, that's the purpose to get your protein in, get your nutrition. Yeah, that works. You just swallow it right up. If you get a regular bread, you could just swallow it all down, like a big one sandwich. This is just curious canned meat. Not the worst. I had worse in Polish rations. Not my favorite though. Yeah, so 50 minutes on the past 50-minute mark. This is still going strong. As you can see, it's still puffed up. It's still working. Okay, so we'll try the jam and then go for the main. So raspberry, high sugar content. Again, I'm using because if you go to the store, most stuff on the shelves is low sugar lately. You have to specifically hunt for high sugar jams, and they just provide you them like that. I mean, no, it's a glucose boost, it's morale boost, but and it's a very nice jam, definitely raspberry. There's still there's still seeds from the raspberry and stuff, but I'm so unaccustomed to this level of sugar that it's just cloying for me. Just touch too sweet. Yeah. But again, I guess if you got a regular bread, or at least crisp bread, the canned meat and the jam should mix pretty nicely for a bit of meat and fruit sandwich. I'm actually tempted to go and grab some now. Or I might do that after the stream, just to see if it pairs up as nice as I think it would. Because it's definitely the kind of fruit you would mix together with meat. Yeah. Okay, for now though, I need some water to clean my palate from all the sugar. Just too much for me. we're going to very carefully get this out because it's mighty hot. Yeah, I'm sure you can see the steam going out of it. I could probably still put in the can of the I need to still. Whoa. There's like extra 10 notch, but I'm not going to risk it. I'll just cut in a little bit. For easy access. There's still water in it, so let's be careful and gentle. Okay. So this goes to the side. To be prepared, disposed of later. It's our can of makaron po bolońsku. Spaghetti is makaron po bolońsku. So pasta bolognese. And of course you can't really tear it open. It's like the tab is long enough for that, but it just doesn't want to start going, so okay, can we try it a little bit? Oh yeah, it's working. It's working. Just the seal on the can is so solid, it just takes a bit of. I guess that's not how they intended you to open it, but if it works, it works. Okay, so it's packed chock full of ground meat and pasta and some fusilli. That's the English name of the świderki. Wow, that did a plop. That did a plop. Because that's why you eat it straight from this can. To save yourself a bit of a confusing side. Okay, let's break it up. But the smell is lovely. It's all a bit dense. There's not much like a free sauce. It's basically just meat. It's a solid portion. You can see how solid portion that is. Basically just pasta and the ground meat, and the sauce is more flavoring, so that's good, I guess. Okay, here comes the truth. Let's try just a pasta at first. So it looks soft. It feels soft. So. Yeah. Pasta is definitely on the side of mush. It's not fully there yet, but it's got no bite to it. It's just soft. Let's try with the meat then. Okay. So it's like the meat is kind of dry, but not really. There's some spice to it, just a gentle heat. Not too heavy on tomatoes. It's more like, okay, there are tomatoes there, but it's full on veggie experience when you get to this sauce part. see I'm going back. Yeah, the heat is definitely from pepper. It's very peppery. um Give me just a second. I'm trying to fix something in the chat. Okay, not like this. Not like this. Not like this. Okay, just for now, remind me to fix the chats after stream. I really wish the pasta wasn't so mushy. Because it's very nice. Bolognese. Very nice Makaron po bolońsku. It's not like you can sometimes when sometimes they give you tomato sauce with some meat added in, which is more like different style apparently. This is very meaty, very veggie heavy, not just tomato but all veggies. Just a bloody pasta. Yeah, it's not mushy yet, but it's so soft that it turns to mush soon as it gets in your mouth. It could be like the best comfort food ever. But because of the pasta consistency, because of how soft it is, you get tired of it very soon. At least I would get tired of it very quick. And that sucks because the flavor is just like, I guess if it was fresh made it would be even better. But for canned food, for ready-made food, just so sad about the pasta. Well, that's sad. Anyway, despite the pasta, and this might be my favorite part of this meal, and actually, this might be one of my favorite mains in Polish rations. Like, goulash and was nice because it was a bit too soft, but the flavor was there. See, I guess that's my main issue with Polish rations. The flavor is very nice, but the texture just kills it every time. Darn it. Very confusing, very. Okay, I guess it's dessert time. So, fig flavored fruit and syrup bar. The fig flavor is very gentle. I mean, my mouth might still be buzzing from the meat sauce, but the figs come at the end. It's very chewy, so that will keep you busy, keep you regular with all the amount of fiber in it. That's my favorite. Cereal and fruit bar. We get better sometimes. All in all, it's a very nice meal. Solid Russian. No huge big complaints like it's inedible or anything, but yeah, texture of pasta takes it down quite a lot. I really wish we finally do away with this suhare and replace them with something more prone to sandwich making. Because definitely this would pair nicely. It's like all the tiny little complaints that take it from awesome meal to solid good meal. Yeah, all in all, I rather enjoy it. Definitely looking forward to more of the because if you look at the second-hand market for Polish rations, which you don't really need to do because the company that produces stuff for the army also packs them into all kinds of trekking or fishing or hunting or trekking packs for civilians for off-road if you want to have that, so you can get those meals easily. But the stuff that comes back from the army, like from guys who went to exercise and came back, bring them home, are usually this. So pasta bolognese, bigos or hunter stew, meat with barley, I believe, or some other kind of kasha. So basically the stuff that no one wants to eat anymore because they're tired of it. So when getting it I wasn't getting my hopes up because if it's market, obviously market will be flooded with stuff that no one wants to eat. I kind of guess why. Because the pasta is so bloody tiring. I really wish we can work on that because it is possible to have good pasta in a canned ration. Like French get awesome, just on the dot. British pasta is a bit softer, but still very nice. This is just very sad pasta. There is a pasta with very nice sauce. I will end with that note because it's a positive note after all. Yeah, if you can get your hands on one, do it because it's definitely worth it. If you can't, let me know. I might try to sort you out. Yeah, this is a solid meal. Nice mix of components. And I might probably get some more for myself in the future if I can get over the pasta. Hard decisions, people. Hard decisions. Anyway, to wrap this up, this was a look into Polish indywidualna racja żywnościowa or individual single meal ration as S-R-9, S-R-9, so menu number 9 for single meal. Makaron po bolońsku, pasta bolognese. Solid meal, as I said, I won't repeat myself anymore. Just sabotage with small issues. As I said, I see you in a week for a look into 2 years of UK Rat Packs production, and then in 2 weeks for an Estonian ration, so you can count on that. If you want to help me choose ration for the future streams, there's a link to anonymous Google poll down below. You can just see the map, what I got on hand. Drop your vote. You can tell me why if you want to. It's not obligatory, but It's always fun to hear from you. Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's always more fun when having company, and even if I just play in your background or put you to sleep, that's an honor. Thank you for letting me do that. Thank you. See you in a week. Adi out.